Hey guys, it's Erin. Just getting a bunch of downloads right now. I was just eating some breakfast, waiting for my son to go to school. So I was like, I have to record this. This is the Earth Healer movement merchandise that I'm wearing. It says Earth Healer and then movement on the sleeves. Has the logo right up in the front. It says Earth Healer movement. And if I put on the hood, there's a logo on the hood. It's like towards the back, so I don't know which side. Okay, so have patience with these videos. They're true, authentic messages from God. So I got that I bridge the gap between the spiritual and the non-spiritual, the religious and the spiritual, the religious and the non-religious, just like everybody. So I'm bridging the gap. I'm getting the cultures too, because I have no judgment. So I'm the perfect one to bridge the gap. I was also getting it helps me when I'm eating, because then I'm just being comfortable and okay, let me focus. I have a heavy heart. I'm not gonna give up. We all need to have more patience and understanding, especially with this movement, with this Earth Healer movement. It's not like other YouTubers. It's not like, I'm not trying to follow any trends or any, like, this isn't like anything else. This doesn't need to follow any rules. This is what it is. And you have to be patient with these messages. You have to watch till the end. I'm just telling you, for your own benefit, for God's redemption upon your life. That's all. That's what I'm hearing. That I'm merely a vessel, just trying to live up to God's purpose. And so I'm the bridge between this spiritual world and this physical plane that we're on. I'm hearing like there's like a portal. Like I have a special portal of communication with the spiritual world. It's almost like I don't even want to talk. But I have to. Like, how is the message going to get out if I don't speak? There's so much judgment in the spiritual world that it disgusts me. Like, I walk as Jesus walks. Like, I think as Jesus would think. Like, to purify the world, like to make it better. Like it's not in judgment of the people, like I'm better or anything like that. It's like I have compassion, and that was a huge message that I was getting, a download. It's about having compassion for others. So when I'm judging, because that's my job, is to judge, it's like I'm a quality control coordinator. Like I'm trying to fix the system. This whole human system is it's not working properly. So I'm here as a consultant to fix the system. The way that we're raised as humans, the way that we grow up and into this world with our systems and our operations, our parenting, our schooling, our jobs, our government, these systems that are the media, the systems that are creating us the way that we are. We're like robots. We're being programmed. I'm getting a picture of like Elon Musk and like that I, Robot movie with Will Smith. There's a significance there. And there's a significance with me and my twin flame and helping society with the new age of robotics and artificial intelligence, AI. This is all a big master plan of our Creator to help us navigate through this new world, this second coming of Jesus. It's to build the world that into this more spiritual, the spiritual beings that we truly are, to connect with our spirituality and to bring us together and unite us so that we can fight off these bigger evils and create harmony, create a utopia, a modern utopia. All of these like movies and everything are literally forewarnings of the future. So if we just blow it off and don't listen to it, like literally, like look at Back to the Future and like the DeLorean, and look at the similarity of like the Tesla, and like it's almost like Elon Musk has like a connection to this. Like it's what you dream can be possible. Like he has a special connection and his family to the spiritual world of like the possibilities are endless, and that what you think you can achieve and what you believe you can achieve. And so that's literally, I'm hearing master manifester. And I just got like this message about Bill Gates, how he wasn't the inventor of where he's literally a collector of, he patented different softwares. He didn't come up with them. He didn't make them. He didn't build them. He had nothing to do with it. All he did was organize it into what it was. So that's like this channel is like, I'm organizing everything into this huge monumental movement. But it's for God. I know, like, Elon Musk didn't know that he was connected spiritually. Bill Gates didn't know he was connected spiritually by doing these things. Most of the inventors and people that do amazing things, they don't realize they're connected spiritually. But it is a spiritual thing. Anything that's like amazing and wondrous is spiritual. I'm just still thinking like everything is spiritual, but there's a difference when somebody knows it and doesn't know it. Or somebody partly believes it. I'm thinking like Oprah Winfrey. That was her whole life is a spiritual experience. And she knows it. But even in my I literally have this mindset and this mind from spirit where I can dissect things and see things for truly the way that they are, if spirit allows me. And I see through things. I see the insecurities. I see the ego. I even see it in myself, and I try to change it. Like I try to adjust my own character. Like, where is that coming from? And it's a human quality. So it's like you have to constantly be adjusting yourself. But it becomes easier and easier when you separate yourself from negative people, negative environments, negativity. You become more pure and you can notice it more. Like when you're quiet, you're not always talking or like looking at yourself, or like getting an ego about like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm just so different now compared to even like, I don't know, 6 months ago. Like the things that I thought that I wanted, I didn't even really want them, but I was like trying to like think of things that, you know, like I would want to manifest for like just an amazing experience, just to have like just to have memories in this lifetime of like an achievement, you know, like a goal, like a it's like a challenge. That's what I would want to say. It's like, can I actually achieve something like on a massive scale? It's about the achievement. It's about the growth and the experience of it. It's not about like trying to get fame and clout and money and wealth and all that. But what are you sacrificing in that experience? I don't want to be sacrificing my peace and my calm and my comfort and my I don't want to be like harassed and like I want to be able to go out into the world and not be like hounded by people like the paparazzi and like stuff like that. There's a price that you pay for like fame and fortune and all of that, and it's like that's not peaceful and calm. And because what are you getting out of it? Like literally that's why I never like wanted to go after anything, because it's like, do I truly want that in the end? Like the thing that I'm imagining, I believe I know the reality of it. Because I've seen others, I've heard others when they speak of their fame and fortune, and that doesn't sound like something that I would want. But I figure like, okay, God is, I was trying to do it for my twin flame. Like I'm manifesting this thing because I know that he wants to travel the world, and that he hasn't been able to like get out and do things and experience life, and I want to do that with him. And I want our families to be like happy for us and proud of us and like respect us. And that's what I was manifesting. I wanted to have like a nice, beautiful life for both of us, like to just, enjoy our lives, to have enough money where we could travel and do things for our kids, with our kids, and like not have to worry about problems and stress and like money and all that. And then when God was telling me like, okay, all of these crazy things, and asked me if I was okay with it, when he knows that I was not okay with it, like that I had a conversation with God, like not really knowing, like, you know how you just have a conversation with yourself, like, do I want kids? I don't know if I want kids because they're crazy or whatever, like when you're younger, you don't really, it's stuff that like you just think in your head, like, so that was my conversation with God basically. And I was like, I don't really want to be famous. That's scary, because people are like coming at you with like cameras and like stalkers and like obsessed crazy people. Like you're attracting these people that are like invading your space and like hiding and like taking pictures of you when you don't know, and like you just can't like feel like you can like hide, like just go and like go get some food somewhere and somebody is not like, doesn't know who you are and doesn't, like, and just like, it's like kind of, it's not something that sounds very, it's like, what do you, if you have like, say you have like the best car, like I don't know, like a sports car, like a supercar, and you have like everybody wants to date you, and you're all over you're everywhere, like everybody can see you, like everybody knows your name. You can wear whatever you want every day. Like you can wear things that cost like $1 million, like a necklace that when you go to, you can be invited to like parties and meet people that are like famous and like all that. It's like, is that worth the things that you're giving up, your peace? It's like, and it's so funny. It's like, I think this world is, the majority of us, okay, this is another thing I was getting, is like, I believe, because I'm not going to listen to the media and the this and the that. I truly believe that like 95% of the people are good, of this whole world. And there's only like 5% that are like corrupt. But when you're listening to the media and like all these things, it's like we're focusing on that 5% that are corrupt, because that's like the interesting stuff. Because the 95% of us that are just like want peace and calm and like just want to raise our families and enjoy our children and all that are like, now there's like, you know, they're not completely the best, but they don't harm anybody like outside of their like circle, if that makes sense. Like, and they're not like searching for like fame and fortune. They just want to like, you know, and even like of the famous people that are seeking fame and fortune, there's still good people in there as well. So it's like, that's not the separation. The separation is the intention and the purpose in their life, that they're good people, that their intentions are good. But we're lost. We're misguided and we're lost. I'm hearing like Sheperd, Messiah, like they need somebody to show them the way out, the bridge, the gap between the spiritual and the non-spiritual world, and shine light on the truth of the matter. So I'm hearing like a lot of people have like bad circumstances where and huge egos, and they want to like make something exciting out of their life, so they're willing to give up. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get that attention on them, and to get that like clout, to get that spotlight for their ego. It's like a power move. So it's like the intention needs to be pure. So my intention is pure. that God wants me to do this. That's why I have to pull back and step out of it for a while to get back to myself and my peace and reevaluate, like, what is all of this and what am I doing here and why am I doing this? And it feels uncomfortable sometimes, but the uncomfortability of it is making me grow and expand and trust that God has my back, and God is I have to live in the moment now and just trust and believe and love and have gratitude for this moment. That's all I ever need to do. And just obey, like, what I need to be doing. And receive, my guidance on his path. So I don't need to worry about anything else. I don't need to, God knows me. God knows what I want. God knows my heart. God knows my intentions. And I'm hearing Sheperd. I'm your shepherd. We're going to get through this together, and we're going to, I'm hearing, make this work. And I saw a quote from Babe Ruth, the famous baseball player. And that God is like saying, I'm like Babe Ruth, or even, I don't know. I'm getting pictures of baseball legends. So there was that movie. He knocked the cover off the ball, oh my God. I'm seeing the guy's face, and If You Build It, They Will Come, that movie, the baseball legend movie. And then, so the point of it is he built this grand baseball field, and he believed that people would come, and they did. I don't know. I have to go watch that movie again, but there's a quote from Babe Ruth that you can't beat the one that won't give up. It's something like that. I just saw it on a billboard, but I was like, yes, that was a huge sign for me. There's something about the guy. You just can't stop the one that just doesn't give up. You can't beat the one that doesn't give up. So I'm not giving up. This is moving forward at a rapid rate. And I don't need to do anything. I don't need to run. I don't need to force anything. This is God's channel. And I'm hearing I'm bridging the gap, and I'm leading. I keep hearing the shepherd. I am your shepherd. I don't even know if that's the right way to say that. I think it is. Okay. So it's like I have to think about it and then like be like, because it's not my own language. Like, it's crazy because there's such a contradiction to things. Like I love fashion. I love dressing up. I love taking pictures. I love like going to parties, like connecting with people, having fun, like being wild and crazy and not like thinking about the rules and the laws and this and that and all that. And like there's such a contradiction to everything about me that it's like it's the light and the dark. It's like it's a mixture of masculine and feminine. It's like all of it. It's everything. So there's like this strictness of the world that is trying to contain us as well. It's like we don't have to like to be godly people doesn't mean you have to confine yourself to your home and like don't go out and don't do this and don't do anything. It's like the opposite. It's like live your life freely and comfortably and openly and love openly and you don't have to be so fearful. And you have to let others be themselves as well and like not get in the way of other people. Yes, you can tell people your experiences and like I'm thinking of like the dangers of things. There's a lot of things that I'm not really sure about. Like if I think about it and I talk to God about it, then I can get messages about it and like really understand what things are about and like, but I'm still working through all of that. Like unsafe things like that, like riding motorcycles and like bungee jumping and like skydiving and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like, if God wants us to do those things. Like, if God is protecting us. Because I know that people get into accidents and bad things happen. So it's all like, and drinking and going out and partying and stuff like that. Like, is God protecting us? Like, let's say you just do it like once a year or something. I was like, is God protecting you? I believe so. It's like, I believe that like, if you have trust and faith in God, if it's something that'll make you grow and expand and learn and I don't really know. So I just want to like, I don't know. I'll just keep thinking about those types of things and see what I get, what kind of downloads I get, because I don't want to like, I don't know, because I was like against those types of things. Like why would you do that? Because it's like risky behavior. But there's also a freedom to that, and there's also a trust and belief in God, that God will protect you. but you also don't want to be like, just like a thrill seeker and think that like you're indestructible. Because I'm seeing like I'm seeing Dale Earnhardt's The Crash, and I'm seeing like, and I'm hearing Junior. I don't know if that's right. And then like Dale Earnhardt Jr. And then I'm also seeing like Evil Knievel. There's like this like guy from like, I don't even know, the 80s or something. The motorcycle guy that would like do stunts and everything. Oh, I'm also seeing like the magician that like froze himself in like Vegas. I don't know. I don't know his name, but I'm hearing like David Banner. I know that's wrong, because God will give me like a similar name to like jog my memory, but I don't know. I know that's wrong. But yeah, so I'm just like taking it easy. I'm still trying to get my 2022 taxes done. And so I'm just like, and I was doing DoorDash a lot to get some money. 'Cause there's like, I don't know, that was like a really good thing that I had been putting it off. And so it's like getting all of that done is really important. I'm also like, I've got a lot of different things going on, so I juggle things. And so they're like, a lot of things are like in the works, but they're not finished yet. So, I just keep bouncing around from one thing to the next, like doing a YouTube video, like, doing my taxes, painting. I was painting my son's bedroom because it was like, it was never his room. Like it had, there was an urgency to that, but I had been putting it off forever. He's like 15 and he's like in a room. He was in a room that was not like it wasn't like completely his room, because he had shared it with his sister before my oldest daughter moved out. So she was able to take her room. And then he had his own room, but it wasn't decorated for him. It was decorated for when they were little. So it had like one pink wall, one like light green wall. Oh yeah. And then a white wall. So it was like pink and like limey green. And then it had like even decorations and stuff that were for like a girl. It had like a princess thing that I made, like a cornice that has like drapes coming down. Like it was like pink and same colors as the walls, and like and then it had like these little like sequin things on it, and it said, "A princess sleeps here," or whatever, "do not disturb." It just was like, so there was a lot of feminine things around, and he's a very like masculine boy. And there was a lot of her things that were in there. So I'm sure psychologically to him, it's like, that's not his room. He's just like a visitor there. Like he's like, or he doesn't completely own the room. And so I wanted to make sure that I got everything out of there that was his sister's, and anything like feminine that was like hers. If he has like feminine touches in his room, it's him. It's not like somebody, it's not his sister's, you know? So I really wanted to like make him feel special and loved and cared about, and like spend time and attention on making sure that his environment was right for him. And so I primed all the walls so they're white now. And the furniture was very girly. It had like flowers and pink, and it was just extremely girly. But he did have his like Star Wars. It was boy too. Like I had this little thing on the wall that said 100% boy. And then it had like on his, where his bunk bed was or is. And then I had like, he had his Star Wars, like cool, like bedding, and like nice, the colors were like cool and stuff, and put like stickers, some like a few stickers and stuff on the wall that were like cool, like Star Wars kind of things, and like pillows, like the cute like Star Wars pillows and stuff like that in his area. But the whole room wasn't for him. So he had his like baseball banner that was for him, like when he played baseball, like on the wall, and like his school, like there was a lot of stuff in there that was for him. It was like split. It was, but I wanted to make sure that he had his own space, that he felt like like he was growing up, and that he had his mature boy room. And I had a lot of things going on that I didn't have the time or the money, or didn't feel like I could devote that time. And he didn't even want it. When I kept asking him, he was going through a phase where he didn't want it, and he didn't care, and he wasn't doing things that I wanted him to do. So I didn't feel like he deserved it. So now he actually wanted it. We had a spring break, or not spring break, but there was a break for school, like President's Day. There was a whole week that they were off of school. So my daughter went to Mexico, and then I was home with my son, just me and my son. And he wanted to do something. Like he didn't want to just like, we were gonna go on like a little vacation, me and him, like to go skiing, but that was really expensive. And I'm like, let's just stay home and like do your room. Like I'd rather do that. And so that's what we did. And we had I needed to focus on him, and that time with him was very important. And to not like, a lot of time our children just want to know that you're choosing them, that you're not just like, that you really care about them and you're choosing them, and you're not just saying it, but you're actually doing it, and that work is not like a priority over your kid. So I really have been trying to like show that more, especially in times like that, when it's like he's on spring break. So it's like, I don't want him to just like sit around and like, not have a lot going on. So it's like, and I literally had to do my taxes. Like I was literally under the gun. Like my daughter was texting me from Mexico saying, you know, you need to do that because it's like gonna be due like right when I come back. Like, you need to do that. So I had already like, you know, planned the room out with him. Like, we got the paint, like, it had already started painting and like priming it and stuff. And so I was like, okay, I can't do this because I have to do the taxes. I'm sorry, but like, you know, you're gonna have to like take over from here, or like I can try to help and stuff. But and so he actually did it, and that's like huge. It was huge because like the way he is, and his like just, you don't like, he's just a different kind of guy. He's very like, I was gonna say masculine. He's very like, he doesn't talk very much at all. And he's just going through a phase because he's a teenager. He used to be extremely talkative and funny and just like outgoing and wanting to be an actor and all this stuff when he was littler. And then now he's just like completely like, you know, the cool guy, the chill, like he doesn't really, he does things when in his own time when he wants to do them. Like, and he's not going to be forced and pushed or like manipulated, or I don't know. But anyways, I didn't even know he was going to do it, the paint thing. And then he just did it out of nowhere. I was like so shocked because I didn't think that he was going to do it. And I was just so proud of him that he did that. And he did a good job. So it was like really like, I don't know. But that's all. So, yeah. So have a good day and love your families. And I'll see you next time. Peace, love, and light.